D Rose and them this last game of that series. In the whole year, I've been talking, I'm better than this dude. Shit, man. But don't come. But you really ain't ready. I said, her get hurt, coach said, go with you, T. I said, for real? Believe this? It took until 2025 for someone to finally invent this thing. It's a high-def big screen phone magnifier. Just pull the screen up, drop your phone behind it, and boom, you've got a mini theater right in front of you. Perfect for watching shows, movies. Let me get your bed.
December 8th, 2023, on News 911 with a bizarre story of sudden violence on the streets of Rocky Hill, Connecticut. On their way, Brooklyn is a colleague of assault about the violent. As you'll hear in the following clip, all is caught on his dash, which also shows his K9 passenger.
300 feet, turn right for 53 south.
For a while.
Okay.
You know what? Look, sitting at the red light, some guy sitting in front of me, I hug the horn. He jumps out, flashing his badge, saying he's an off-duty cop. He comes up, saying this guy takes the license plate, then goes to get back in his car, and then like rages out, comes over, punches me in my face, and now I'm waiting for the cops to come.
Jesus. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
You know what happens.
Hill Police Brooklyn Center and get the whole story of altercation.
In here.
Hold it. Run. I'll be the line.
We were at that light. He was in front of me. It was, red light was just, I was coming out, turning to go this way to go down here.
So you're on Grand Street, like Cumberland was on your right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
I was sitting there. He was in front of me.
So you're in the right lane?
Correct.
Okay.
He was in the right hand lane in front of me, turning at the red light. He was doing whatever he was doing. I just a horn tap, and tell him to go because there was a screen. It was a red light.
Red light.
But right on the was coming. So then he decided to jump out, flash his badge, come back, take a picture of my plate, and then he came back up, said, I'll see you with the court or see you with the ticket. Blah blah blah. Started walking to his car, asked him for his badge number since he wanted to flash his badge number to me. He got all enraged, came up, said, "Who the f you talking to?"
Wake up tomorrow or later tonight, it's all black and blue and everything. Feel free to take a picture and then I can place some emails on the card. I can send it to you.
Appreciate it.
Let me get your badge.
December 8th, 2023, a man calls 911 with a bizarre story of sudden violence on the streets of Rocky Hill, Connecticut.
I didn't in the parking lot. You want it?
It's on their way, Brooklyn is a colleague of assault, adding details about the violent encounter. As you'll hear in the following clip, all is caught on his dash, which also shows his K9 passenger.
300 feet, turn right for 53 south.
For a while. You know what? Look, sitting at a red light, some guy sitting in front of me, I hug the horn. He jumps out of the car, is flashing his
getting ready to work on some balance in your home is actually a really tool that helps you find the breaker that goes to.
This is the type of thing that happen when it comes to other with But what we're going to do, we're going to take care of it the way we take care of it by holding a conversation. Grown man against a grown man, holding a conversation. It doesn't matter. Because when we get upset, they think we're going to get by. We're going to get by. So this is how we take care of business. We're going to hold a conversation, and we're going to get to. We're not going to give them anything to make them feel like we're going to be violent and go to jail. We know better. I've been there. I'm done with that. This is how we take care of business, son. Understand that. You should not be frightened. All right? Now, sir. Oh, baby.
No, so
Maybe it's
Let's be open. Right.
right there. I don't know.
Hey,
Like,
son,
what happened?
I'm explaining to you in front of this gentleman right here. This is the type of thing that happens when it comes to other people.
Should find it not working. The old one you have out now, and get this one I got on TikTok Shop. See here, I'm able to locate the center of the stud with ease. Not only that, guys, but it's also able to locate. See on the side where the sidebar is going up and down. That's how close you are to the center of the object inside the wall, which is super helpful, guys. Now, last but not least, it's also giving me a notification.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Rice Owls offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 35. And he's loose on the right. At the 20. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He'll ride his man on the option. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to return it. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. The Tigers offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They'll try the run. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Line is set on 3rd down. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And 3rd down is money down. I got to have guys that come up big, and really nice job of understanding where I'm out on the field to make sure I keep that foot in bounds and get the big 1st down.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. 1st down and more. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another 1st down. Got some room in into the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Looking for space. It's Henry. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. from the red zone. He's going to throw it. Firing to the right, complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on second down. Dances away to buy time.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
And that one is picked up in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Find some fresh air. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gives it on the option. Can't get him to the ground.
And I really don't understand the play call. Palmer, like 3rd and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on 3rd and long.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Houston. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but There's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense getting him to the ground for no gain.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching.